What's going on? It's your boy Coach here, and we are wrapping up week 13, starting off week 12 with a workout. And it is something that is incredibly difficult once you've been off for a while, taking a break. Put on the amount of weight I have in such a short time. I'm up 20 pounds, pretty much from where I ended Q form. Just kind of taking it easy, taking a break, focusing on other things in life. And that's something that, there's times when this stuff happens, and that's kind of really, I think, the reason I wanted to do this series, is because even when you think you have it all together, you can always improve, you can always do a little bit better, and you can still struggle, which is what I've been doing in this one, is struggling. So coming out of that pit is not exactly easy, but it's something that you have to stay encouraged, and something I know that there's a bunch of different ways I keep myself encouraged. And the first thing in that is to get into a routine. And so this workout on Sunday morning for me is one that I've found effective, especially when it comes to my cardio and just that overall feeling when you're done with a workout, to start the week off on the right foot, which for me, Sundays is always my kind of first day of the week. It's generally when I prepare for the week, get ready for what's ahead, and get me through Saturday. Now, when you struggle, that's part of the thing, is you may have a plan in place, and I do. And guess what? It doesn't always go to plan. As a matter of fact, my life never works out how it's planned out and mapped out. So what do? I adapt. And it's something you can ask yourself, is how can you adapt? How can you stay on the right track, on the right course? And the best way to do it is to balance things out. So if you have what you call a bad day, which I don't say anymore, I say, hey, I had a high calorie day, or I had a day where I didn't accomplish my goals. But take the word bad out of your vocabulary, because all it's gonna do is be a self-defeating. It's gonna be a discouragement in your walk and in your journey. So that's exactly what I'm doing. Last week, pretty much I did not stay on course. I had planned to fast for 7 days. It was gonna be something that kick-started my weight loss off, drop a lot of fat right away so I can get going on this journey to the Samson Challenge. And I failed. Let's say this, I failed per the plan, but I'm still successful because my heart is still in it. And that's how you do this. So I got through 3 days of fasting, which was Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday. And I didn't have just water. I did it in my own way. So I had little tiny vitamin gummies or broth and just random things in there. My energy drink, 0 calories, just to make sure I stayed encouraged. But once I got to Thursday, I kind of knew I had to eat, because Monday through Wednesday, my sleep was trash. It was horrible. I was up in the night hungry. I know some people that the fasting works out well, and it's something that's the reason I don't like fasting, is because it affects me differently than everyone else. We all have something that's gonna work for us and something that's not, and that's why there's two sides of the coin. It's something that try one side, and if it doesn't work, try the opposite. So for me, I've always kind of been one to, preach about eating meals, staying on those 6 meals a day. And I just figured in this journey, I'd try a few different things just to see if I can get the same results with a different path. And that's kind of what the Samson Challenge is. It's a very extreme goal. I have the highest expectations. It doesn't matter where I fall. What's most important is the journey and the progress in the process. The things that I'm doing and the things that I'm learning about myself and how to get better and find different ways to be successful, because I don't believe that success is this straight path for everyone, and it's definitely going to be different. Your choices along the way to get to the end, that finish goal, they're going to be different than mine. And that's why there's so many different series in this, and why the Alpha series, kind of the 12 series, is just to show that struggles sometimes get us to the finish line. And because struggles can change us, as long as that we humble ourselves and remember that, it's this, we can plan out what we want, but if it doesn't go that way, it doesn't mean we are a failure. It just means we found failure that doesn't get us to our goals. And I don't know if that makes sense, but that's kind of the way you want to be thinking in this when you're going towards some big goal, some big challenge. And this is different than the Bulk to Be series, because in that one, I didn't necessarily do it on plan, but I kind of had a path mapped out. My physique was a lot better. My diet was a lot better. My routines were a lot better in terms of being healthy. And now I'm going from being a lot heavier, being out of practice, out of shape, to try and get back on the path, which is, it's different than last year. So that's pretty much all I have for this episode. Like I said, there's always ways to make change. It just depends on, what your goal is. That's always the start, is where do you want to be? What is the end? See the end in your mind. That's kind of my, I would say, philosophy when it comes to finding a goal, is where do you want to be? That's all I have for this episode. Until the next episode, take care. Peace out.